Okay, the game is on. It sounds quiet. We're doing this a lot earlier than last time. 10.6, yeah, I'll put it at that. Minus 10.6 decibels. Oh no, Barbara, I feel terrible. I'm not very happy, but we're going to train. Oh, it's me not taking my time. Or is it this setup just doesn't work? Listen, I mean, it doesn't. It doesn't work the same because it's not the same setup. But why is it wrong? I'm not sure. It seems to be okay now. Let's review what we're dealing with here. So I've got cables in annoying places. Yeah, I don't actually know how we did this last time. But then we already said it doesn't mean that we have to have it set up perfectly before we start. We're wishing for too much, as we do in this society. Okay, Barbara, do Ali's lights mix again in that order. Oh, that was early. Sorry, late. It was late for it. I think it was offset to the left anyway. Slow ball there.
Nice there.
There you are. Let's say so. It's Luca. There goes Luca. That was late as well.
Fair.
Yeah, it's not.
Nice strike.
It's more or less the same. All three of those throws. Your form looks good, but the hook is not there, or you're not throwing it the right way.
Great double.
You can't see me nodding my head, but that's fine. It's not perfect. Yeah, whatever, I don't know. You don't get to see everything. For me, some of the inputs that I do for Barbara, I don't even realise what it is that I'm doing, which is the thing that I think catches out people. I was going to say catches out gamers, but I don't like. Yeah, I don't like the topic, Barbara. It leads into the stuff we talked about before. Whereas this game's so unfair. This game is this game is cheating, I didn't do that, blah blah blah. This, I think it's because you do the stuff but you don't actually realise what it is that you're doing. So you're doing it again. Oh, that's Oscar. Barely seen. You do it again and you're thinking, yeah, but I did it exactly the same. No, you didn't. Are you actually paying attention to what it is that you're doing? Sometimes doing it intentionally feels different to doing it unintentionally, but you might actually be doing the same thing. When you do it unintentionally to intentionally, but then when it's you do it, I don't know how to explain. Sometimes you do something unintentionally, and then you intentionally try to do that thing that you're unintentionally doing, and then it doesn't work. That's different to you unintentionally do the thing that you're trying to do, and then you intentionally do the thing that you were originally unintentionally. I actually don't know what I'm saying. That looks weird. But then I don't really know how swing you think about it. Yeah, your hook is different. You see how that pin? I think it's pin number 2. Your form still looks good. Pin number 2 went airborne and smacked the neck of pin number 7. No, I won't mention it, but you know I'm thinking about it, don't you? That's still sloppy, so I'm not sure. It's 2 offsets to the left. Some people like strikes like that, and I think that's fair. If you're that knowledgeable, you'll be able to get strikes like that every time. I.e. intentionally get those strikes. We're not intentionally getting them, it's just happening. That's a bit, yeah, that's kind of more what I'm going for, Barbara. But see, the slightest difference in the way that you do it makes a big impact. So that pin number 10 was the last pin to fall over that time. It's a bit late. That's like your late first strikes were a bit like that yesterday. Where I noticed that about your wrist. It's your last throw. It hurts it too much. 257.
Finish.
Did you get that yesterday? No, you got 267. You got something, and then you got you got 267, then you got 278, and then you got 289. Your scores kept incrementing by 11 points. No, because actually, yeah. 267, 277, 278, 278, 288, 289, yeah. It kept going up by 11. You got 3 spares, and you got, I'm guessing, I know you got 8 strikes. 8 strikes, you always knocked over 9 pins or more, but that makes sense because a lot of the time you kept doing the same thing until you started doing it right, and then you started hooking it too much. At the end, I think the only time you hooked it too much was at the end. The sad bit is you do all that, and then now you have to do the lates. But I think this is the point where you think about what kind of training program do you want, because we don't have to do lates. We don't have to do lates, earlys, and lates. We can just do earlys, or we can just do lates. Because when you just do earlys, it means you get to spend more time with the technique. But now we're doing lates, it's like all that we were practicing, we just throw it away. Not really, because the lates and the earlies are interconnected, but it's a different thing, so you're not really getting to settle with what it is that you're doing. We can consider that for the future. Wow, that was crazy. Where we have a day where we only... That looks really good. Sorry, Nico. Sparkling syrup. A day where you only practice lates, a day where you only practice earlies, and then a day where you just do lates, earlies mix. Or a day where you don't do the special lanes, or a day where you only do the special lanes. Just things like that. Different kinds of... oh wait, yes, earlies, lates, isn't it? Different kinds of training programs. Well, that was definitely an early frame. I wonder if that would have converted the comical split. Does it look like it? The back of it would have bounced into it. Would have been close. Well, my brain was thinking just how casually I mentioned the comical split, like it's an actual thing. It makes me go back to the parody split. And how I feel like... Sorry, Barbara. Let's start again. I feel like... Wow, that was really good. If the split... Okay, so... There's parodying the character, right? Or parodying the Sportsmate, as we see her in Barbara's world. And then there's the person behind parody. Now, if that person wasn't a person, I probably wouldn't mind referring to the parody split as much as we do. Likewise, Tomoko doesn't exist in my world. She only exists in Barbara's world. So I don't seem to have a problem referring to the Tomoko split, but the parody split is, okay. It's a bit awkward. Interesting throw. Yeah, see, it's interesting to me how when you throw it early, you end up hooking it too much. Oh, Barbara, alright. Is that too much? No, it's not. I wonder how that works then. It's like you got the ball pushed forward a bit more before it started travelling. Yeah, that's kind of what it felt like. The ball went further ahead. Now, I don't know if you threw it late or not there, because I wasn't paying attention. I know I should have been paying attention. It's okay. Because as far as I understand, when you throw it late, the ball gets less of a chance to hook. I'm still a little bit early. That looks like a weird split. It could have been a very shaky split there.
Spare.
I think, getting a similar vibe from that. It's Oscar. We have 88 points, one triangle. Okay.
Spare.
Maybe Barbara's just throwing up, like she's putting a lot of power into the ball. That might be one. It's not hooking so early. No, so that was too straight.
Strike.
I prefer, see, Barbara was getting 9 pins. I was a bit happier with that than this throw. So at least Barbara was then hooking it. Here, Barbara did not hook. So I'm thinking, okay, you got a strike, but... Sorry, Barbara, I didn't like your strike. She said it's okay. You did the same, but you still hurt it too much. I was close. Pin number 1 came around to get number 10. Is it frame 10? No, it's frame 9. I was stressed before we started doing this problem. That was a bit nicer. I did like the strike as well. I think in the past I've said I preferred your late throw strikes. I still prefer the early throw technique, but I seem to prefer your late throw strikes. That's what happened yesterday when we got distracted by it. Not we. I got distracted by your late throw. Oh my goodness, that's why. If they just look like that, it's fantastic. You and Luca. I just noticed he's wearing ice hats. Ooh, you got some pins, Luca. It's quite good. You still have another throw. Ooh. Wow, that's a reduced parity split. When I saw that, I thought, what? You got a parity split, Barbara? Oh, there it is. We did talk about it. It's here now. Oh, you hooked it the wrong way, Barbara. I actually felt that. After the swing, and then I saw that the ball went that way, I thought, huh? Oh, maybe that's why that happened. Because then I sort of thought about what my wrist was doing, and I thought, wait, no, you kind of twisted it towards the end that way. Maybe, I'm not sure if I really saw what happened, Barbara, but I feel like you threw the ball to the left, but then you hooked it to the right. Is that a gamer moment where, I don't know, another person would be saying, what? But I hooked it that way. This game's stupid. And I'm thinking, I don't know if the game's stupid or ... Because guess what? I don't really like calling people stupid. But I guess it's more, you don't know enough about the game to know why that happened. But see, that's kind of what defines stupidity as far as the society is concerned. It's like you're stupid if you don't know stuff. But then it's like everyone's stupid because no one knows everything. There's always a knowledge gap that someone will have, so everyone has a knowledge gap of some kind. So that technically means that everyone's stupid. So then what's the point calling people stupid? It's just to make them feel bad, isn't it? I don't see the point in that. So I don't call people stupid. And when I do, it's a habit because I've grown up in a society where there are ants in your aunt, Barbara. I've grown up in a society where people like to call each other stupid. And then I tell myself, no, what's the point calling people stupid? No. And then I drop it. Oh wait, it's early's late mix now. Sorry, Barbara. I don't mind it. Early's late mix. But sometimes, I mean, when you do it, it's fine. But I guess sometimes when you feel like, oh yeah, that was really good though, and you feel like you want to stick with the earlys or the lates. But then I'm thinking about what I said yesterday. interesting. Yeah, there's always something new to look at, so even when something doesn't quite go, not something doesn't quite go, it's more like you want to do one specific thing because you liked it, but you don't need to hold on to that because there's always something else that you can enjoy later. That's from a satisfaction perspective. Ooh, the hook was decent, but I think you threw the ball to the left a little bit. I saw before you threw the ball, your arm did something that I noticed. There we go. You're not good at Harry spin, are you? Harry spin. I forgot about that as well. Oh, I don't think it's like I just mention it casually, isn't it? All these things, Perrini spin, Tomoko spin, Harry spin, Fumiko spin. I just say it. It's not a big deal. That was good, Nathan. Yeah, that was not bad, but I did feel something was off there. So what I was saying earlier was, from a satisfaction perspective, it's okay to let the earlies go, even if you felt like keep continuing with it. But at the same time, because this is about improving, I guess it can still come to you later, but I'm not sure if it's worth getting your brain to stick with the earlies. For example, that was bad. We got the pins to dance, so yeah, and you keep missing pin number 7.
Spare.
No, but I understand if, like, as a fun little gimmick, you could say pin number 7 stubborn, but I guess it's like, for me, I know past that because it's not that the pin is stubborn, it's Barbara's fully not throwing the ball properly, so she's like, how are you supposed to knock over the pin? You have to do it right, and if you don't do it right, then the pin's not going to fall over. That time there was that pin number 7, that pin was gone, but that was a really good strike, Barbara. Very good coverage. Wow.
Great double.
That was good. Stuff. You feel so fast. The ball just went. It's time for a late throw. It happened so fast. I didn't get the replay. Yeah, that one is miss pin number 9. Sometimes you miss pin number 9 and I wonder how it happens. It's the way the pins bounced against each other. I think you have a 257 setup. I think, but of course if you miss a pin, which if I get distracted, that very well might happen. Yeah, there you go. You won't have a 257, now you have a 236. That's if you even get the pickup. There you go. This is the 3rd session of your standard lane training. And before we called it a checkup, well, in May we called it a checkup, but there is value to reviewing how Barbara performed and stuff. I don't think we need to be looking at it, I guess, for too much. emphasis, if that makes sense. Emphasis. Sorry, Barbara. That was really good. But yeah, the fins are spread out. That's what you want to see. Well, I don't know if it's what you want to see, but I like seeing strikes like that. I think they're good. We've got 206, 216. I think your hook was missing. I feel like I saw it. It looked like the pin. I was looking at it and I thought, okay, it looks okay. The throw didn't feel right, but it's looking good. And then I saw the absence of the hook and I thought, okay. Yeah, she didn't hook it right. I didn't think she would have.
Finish.
226. And then you look at, even if I were to just pause for a moment and look at the scores that she's been getting, they're all over 200. I think she got 7 strikes this time. We'll find out. She got 1, 2, 5, 6. She got 6. Yeah, and then she's getting 9 pins every time. As far as I'm concerned, Barbara's performing the same. She's not performing worse. I don't even think it's worth being concerned with how Barbara's playing, because I'm not noticing anything. I think that's another thing as well, because I guess the purpose of the trading is to improve Barbara's overall performance. If while I'm playing with Barbara, I'm not noticing anything, say, disastrous, I'm not sure if that's really the word we're looking for, but if I don't notice anything that seems strange, then there's not really anything for me to be concerned about. It doesn't matter if Barbara's getting spares or getting strikes. If I'm not noticing anything weird, then I shouldn't be worried, I suppose. I guess what I'm saying is, if you were to look at Barbara's scores and say, well, it's below Barbara's average of 240, then you might be thinking, well, that means Barbara should be playing better. But that's not how I felt. I felt like Barbara was playing just fine. Even in Barbara's scores, for example, none of them were higher than yesterday's. I don't think any of them were higher than yesterday's ones. The scores are fun, they're supposed to be fun, that's why they exist, but I don't find, I don't think I need to focus on them. If you want to focus on them, I guess that's your choice, but I would, if you were to ask me, should I be focusing on the scores, I'd say to you, probably not. You can look at them for guidance, but it's more about how you feel while you're playing, because if you, that person looks like Harry, if you're playing and it feels good, then the scores will match it. It's like with the ranks. It's like if you're playing well, you'll just rank up. You don't even need to think about ranking up, because you will just do it. George is back. Wow, that was a lot of hooks there, Barbara. Yeah. Quite a display. Tomoko! And Julie's here. Tomoko. Tomoko's back. Tomoko. Oh. Because it just is. This one reminds me of Perrini, because Perrini bowled from where Barbara just bowled from, I think, and she got a strike, and I thought, but Annie, how did she do that? Ever since then, I've wanted to figure out how Parody did it. Because what we normally do is go for the left-hand side, because there's only one island there, so it's a bit easier. But I guess if you could just do it from the standstill spot, then you wouldn't really have to think about where should I bowl from. So I guess it makes it a bit easier. Like here, you just go down here, do the alley throw. Provided Barbara hooks it properly. Yeah, see, Barbara got straight. You don't have to think, you're not thinking too much about, where should I go? Where should I bowl from? Even with this one, there's still different ways to get a strike there. But if you're aiming for strikes and you want to practice one technique before you move on to another one, then I guess removing all of these decision trees is helpful. Decision trees are helpful. Sorry, removing the decision trees can be helpful. Is that pin going to... No, it didn't clip. It was a good strike, but I was not very conscious about the throw, so the way I was swinging, I was not really... didn't really understand it. Oh, it's a late throw. That looks like an Dani's, but you got those two pins on the left that knocked over. The way you did it was quite interesting as well. Split. Parody's not even here, and we've mentioned her over 5 times. Sorry, George. It's too close to the middle. Not enough hit.
Nice.
Just about got that. Yeah, you didn't hook it very well, Barbara. Here's George. Giovanni. Moving platform. That was good, Giovanni. Okay, moving platform. Let's go that.
Straight.
That's a wow, because I thought she missed it. I thought she was a little too offset. That was a good collision there with the pins. That was some good collisions. Those were some good collisions with the pins. Looks like Tomoko's bowling. Let's see how she did. I have no idea. Oh, it's this one. There she... Wow, well done, Tomoko. That other V2... Yeah, let's go with this. Oh, didn't make it, Barbara. So I wonder if you have to... Oh, I don't like that because now you've knocked over pin number 1. The ball's still spinning. It's just spinning in place, 4 pins. it's just. Alright, Barbara. I think I know what we should do. I don't like it, but you're either going to miss or you'll get it. Ah, it was close. Yeah, not quite. I do want that one to show up a bit more though. This is a good one as well because it gets you to think about how to hook so precisely so that if you miss, let's say Barbara throws and she misses pin number 7, she has to be very precise with her hook, otherwise she'll hit the bars at the end. Yeah, let's try late. Let's try late. Oh look, it's pin number 7, we're talking about it. It's close. That was really close. That's it, you're playing survival bowling, that could have been your run ending. She had 2 triangles, but she lost them on frame 8 and then frame 9. 159, that's not a qualifying score. Well, I mean, it can be, but a lot of the time it isn't, so it's quite tricky out. Bowling from Abby's spot.
Nice strike.
Another ball rebounded off of pin number 1 went like that. So that's why pin number 5 fell over like that. Your form's looking good, but your spin, your hook's not good. The way you're twisting your wrist isn't. Okay, hold on. You got it, but no. Look at pin number 1. That's how you know it was offset. Pin number 1's going like that. Nah. I'm sorry, Barbara, that was not good. It's not good. Also not good. We got basically the same strike twice. I don't know about your first strike, but those last 2 strikes are very similar. Julie in the purple. It's Julie. And George and Tomoko in the same outfit. Ren was in that outfit yesterday. You got 189. Sure, you had 181 last time. 181 yesterday. You won Abby's game as well. You got 7 strikes. You got a lot of strikes. It's just you lost you got a lot of strikes. It's because you lost those triangles on frame 8 and 9 that your score's below 200. If you got a strike on frame 9, you would have 30 more points, wouldn't you? No, you wouldn't. You'd have 21 more points. Because you would have gone up to 160, then 180, and then 210. It's time for the second part of the gates are there, welcoming Barbara. Welcome to Spocko Square. Press button. Okay, I'll press it. Yeah, I know. You know I'm not good with this, Barbara. Well, it doesn't matter, we're going to throw it. Did you hook it too much? Look at me. Yeah, you did hook it a bit. Very interesting. I don't have words for that one. Yeah, that pin went straight into pin number 7. No hiding there. Okay. Carry spin. You ready? Wow, that island really ate it. Good power in that ball, but... I dare you to try again, Barbara. Yeah. That was really good. That one at the end. That throw at the end was really good. I I'm not sure if that would have given you the strike, but you can see the way it hit pin number 2 like that. And I'm not sure if it would have been a strike, but it was a good attempt, that one. Lots of people at pink here, I noticed that earlier. Boring. Okay, let's be a bit more patient.
Nice strike.
Yeah, not to get distracted. Oh no, Tomoko's in your season 4 outfit, Barbara. She's funny. Late through. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I wasn't. No, really, I wasn't sure. I just said I'm sure, and then I realized that's not what I meant to say. What I meant to say was I'm not sure, but I want us to do it anyway. Oh, Barbara, where was that? That actually would have been good the first time. It would have been close. No, I think that would have been really good the first time if you did it like that. The 3 bars of Barbara. And Barbara only has 2 bars. Should we just do late throws the whole time? Let's do it. But now that we're saying we're doing it, we have to be committed.
Strike.
Julie! Oh, I see. Okay. 76 points. The girl over there, she has her arms behind her back. I had my arms behind my back like that until I noticed her. And now we have the 5 pillars of bowling. Yeah, late. I don't care if it feels hard for me. Well, I do care, but that was close. That was close. Ooh, it went sideways though. We had, yeah, it knocked him to pin number 3 in a very good way. Okay, so I don't know if, because it might grind the edge of that thing. You can try. Yeah, you barely missed that. I had a feeling if you hooked it a bit more, you would have gotten that. Nah, no. We released too early. 1, 2, 3. What's this one? I did like the other side, but we're on this side now. This is the side we're picking. We're going to do early, I think. I mean late, sorry. We'll have to settle. Okay. I was meant to say that was looking good. I liked how it pushed the pins like that. It was not bad. I think it was a little too close. Giovanna and Julie have the same hairstyle. We have to go to this side now. This one might be. Let's see here. Might be close for a late throw, to be honest. if you're doing a late throw with your normal hook, if that makes sense, that bar doesn't give you much room. Okay. That was close. I don't think we hooked it enough. Where's that pin going? Is that pin number 2? Just waiting to the sky and hit nothing. It's frame 10. Well, we're still doing lates. Are you taking a picture of Julie? She's recording Julie's progress. Julie's got 7 pins left. We're recording Barbara's progress. And Julie, how many pins will you get? 1, maybe 2. Tomoko Kata. Oh, sorry, Barbara. What?
Awesome.
What is that? Bowling is really fun. It's really fun. Wow, what is this? Barbara. Wow. Where's Tomoko? Tomoko. And she goes in the gutter again. That's not bad, man. We got 5 strikes in a row. And you won at this game again, but this time you did a lot better with your strikes than the other time. It's Tomoko. Barbara's saying, yay!
Finish.
Did I do it? Yeah, you did. 213 points. Achoo. I was thinking yesterday after the training session, because I just overthink things, because I overthink a lot of the time, I was thinking about whether it is that you have to enjoy bowling in order to be good at it or to play it well. I think the answer is yes. I don't know if you have to enjoy it as much as I do, but I think you do have to enjoy the sport and respect it and appreciate it enough in order to like it. I think the people who are good at things that they do, or are able to do things properly, I don't know, I'm thinking about Matt Holson. I probably mentioned it. No, I have mentioned him before. What does he do? So he drives buses, right? He's more into fitness and running, but he drives buses. The thing about him that I've noticed is that he's not really into the buses like I am. Say I like buses more than he does, but he's still a good bus driver. He does his job well. And even while he's driving, he'll be able to spot things of interest. There's things about his experiences as a bus driver that he enjoys. So even though he's not really into bus driving, if that makes sense, he still appreciates what he has to do and what he's doing and what he can see around him while he's doing it. And I think that's what I'm trying to say here about bowling. I think if you want to be good at bowling, you have to enjoy it to a degree. You don't have to absolutely adore it. You don't need to really like bowling. You do need to love bowling. I think when I say you need to love bowling, I think loving something is generally appreciating it and respecting it. So I think if you want to be good at the sport, you do need to love it. You don't necessarily need to like it a lot, but you do need to love the sport. You shaped up so well. You don't need to like it as much as I do, but you do need to like this one. Otherwise, if you don't, you're more likely to do things like take shortcuts, and then those shortcuts will get you, and when they get you, you might be the person who's saying, the game's silly, it's stupid, whatever. I'm not focused. I know I can talk about that while helping Barbara throw. It's like it's mutually exclusive. Yeah. Alright, ready? Ready? Probably hooked it too much. We got the... Wow, that was crazy. We got the pick up. Luckily you only had those 3 pins left. Otherwise, you would not have gotten a strike then. It's George, who goes with his left hand. More hairy spin. Let's wait a bit. Oh goodness, what was that? It looked like it went straight down the middle. It didn't. Let's see again. Just wait a bit. Barbara, very focused. Oh, that wasn't good. I think it was just really fast. It's really fast. It's this one again, Barbara. We could try using Harry spin. Oh, it's close. It was close, that one. Got that pin on the ground. In my brain I'm thinking, why are we doing Harry spin when we're not we're not good with it? We should just focus on whatever. Focus on Barbara's normal technique. But actually, really and truly, I guess I'm thinking about what we said before, where it's not only about getting strikes all the time or getting everything to be perfect, it's just about having experiences. And those experiences will come back to you. You'll remember what you did and you think, oh no. See, the fact that I said uh-oh is because I've had an experience similar to what just happened, and I thought that probably means she didn't hook it very much, and she didn't. She still got the pick up though. Yeah, 98 points. Oh, this one. What do we need to do here? Could she do it like that? No, I don't love that. That will be very tight. Right, Barbara? Yeah. What I did there is I thought to myself, maybe we should hook it just a little bit more. And I think that's what got Barbara the strike. I think she would have been offset to the right if she didn't add that extra bit of spin. This one. That was close. I get worried about that one because it looks like we're aiming straight at the bar, but the slope really has that impact. That's what I learned from the last time Barbara did that one. Sure. brain was thinking strike exclamation mark. It says that that's the only time you see it's the only time you see an exclamation mark during this sport. Barbara, could you Harry spin here? What would happen if you tried to do that? Would it go terribly wrong? It would be... I don't know about this, Barbara. That could work. It could. But will it actually? Nope. It could work. Well, you lost one triangle, Barbara. Get out here, Barbara, you're such a bot getting a G-spare. No, Barbara. Okay. Because she did that face. So I was going to say, Barbara, I'm just messing with you, but she was just messing with me. It's Julie.
Spare.
It's not the the G-spare part. I guess that's the extra laugh, but I think it's the fact that she hit the bar, and then she did it a second time and it worked. But I think also the fact that I didn't even think she could do that. That was the first time I considered Harry spin for that one. Or look, I think the first time we've actually tried using Harry spin for that one.
Finish.
But I think if I were to conclude. Did you not get that score? You got 213. I don't think there's any advantage to Barbara using Harry spin instead of her normal technique then. Also, she didn't use much Harry spin, it was very light. It's a bit more like Emily when she tries to use it. What we're saying is the gap between those two bars is so tight that I guess for Barbara to go either way, she'd have to do it the same, I guess, the same amount of restriction. Because she's not hooking it that much. And because she's not hooking it that much, it means she doesn't get much space between the two bars. So it doesn't matter which way she goes. She's going to have a tight space unless she decides to hook more to get the strike. Now that is the end. We've been going for 59 minutes. I think we took a bit longer than last time, but I think we took our time a bit as well. And we did a bit more talking earlier, whereas last time we finished a bit earlier than this, I think, but we did a bit more talking at the end. The music seems to be a little bit louder to me. Let's see if I can do something about that. This results music is a bit louder than the gameplay music. I don't think there's much to add. I know that I'm not very happy in general. That is not about Barbara. I think I had a good time with Barbara, which is why I don't really want to stop, because I have less enjoyable things to do now. But there's not really a but, because that was what I was trying to say. I was trying to say that I'm not feeling happy, so I don't really want to go, and that's what I said. Barbara got 6 strikes here, 6, which means she got 5 5 spares. 1, 2, and she got 4. And she got 4. She didn't get a spare at the end because she got 9 pins. Well, she did get a spare at the end, but you can only get 1 spare. I think that's it. That's all I can really. It's not all, but I don't think there's anything I need to say. We said our bit, so we'll do the next bit of training whenever that is. It could be later today. I don't think it should be, or it might be tomorrow. It'll definitely be tomorrow because we're supposed to do this every day. At least for now. I said do this for a week, and then after we do it for a week, we can decide if you want to change our training program. Because right now we don't really have a training program, and we don't know what works for us, so we can't really say. It's not that we can't really say. It's that I feel we can't say this is the training program that we should use until I can see that it's working. Because if you use a training program that's not working and you just keep using it, you're not going to get a result. You'll get a result, you just won't get the result that you're using the training program for. Okay, I'll see you next time, Barbara.